I figured out why I'm single yesterday. After some of my online friends encouraged me, I decided to go out. I went to one of the best places in town, dressed up, and got myself a table. I had a few drinks, the music was amazing, and I was glad I didn't stay in my apartment. I asked for my check and paid, and when the waitress brought my card back, she also brought another drink. She smiled, and said it was from the girls sitting across from me. They were very cute, so I stand up and walk up to them to say thanks. As a guy, I can't remember if a girl had ever bought me a drink. We chat for a couple of minutes, and the girls told me that one of them lives really close. I said I do too. They asked me how long was I staying at the restaurant, and I said I had paid already and was on my way out, so I thanked them for the drink and told them to have a great rest of their night. I realized as soon as I got home how I am. Welcome to dating_advice. Please keep the rules. https://www.reddit.com/r/dating_advice/about/rules/closing parenthesis of dating_advice in mind while participating here. Try your best to be kind. Report any rule-breaking behavior to the moderators using the report button. If it's urgent, send us a message. https://www.reddit.com/message/compose?2%2fr%2f dating_advice. We rely on user reports to find rule-breaking behavior quickly. Thanks. I am a bot, and this action was performed automatically. Please contact the moderators of this subreddit. Message compose to dating_advice if you have any questions or concerns. Haha, all I can think of is George Costanza when he's asked to come up for coffee at midnight by his date, and he responds with, "No thanks, I can't drink coffee late at night, it keeps me up." To clarify, I'm not looking for any advice. I have been laughing at myself for this since last night and thought you all might want a little, harmless laugh too. Closing parenthesis. Boy, can I reach through the phone and smack you upside the head? Oof. At least you're learning from your experiences. Lol, get your head in the game. Great confidence booster though. Ha ha ha, OMG bro, we all make mistakes. Good on you, I'm glad it was a confidence boost though. On my 16th birthday, my mom took me to my favorite Mexican restaurant. It was our tradition. It's long since closed. She had them come and sing to me and wore the sombrero and stood on the table, the whole nine. When we first got there, I saw a group of kids around my age, 3 of them cute girls. Now, I normally wear glasses but didn't wear them that day, so when we sat I couldn't see them across the restaurant. Of course, during the singing and birthday song I saw them looking at me and giggling, and I thought, great, they're making fun of me. But oh well, I was having a nice dinner with my mom and having my fave chimichanga. Well, we are getting up to leave, and as we're heading to the door, one of the guys at the table grabs me. "Hey, happy birthday dude. Thanks? You see that girl over there? She's watched you the entire night and can't stop saying how cute you are. Squinting asterisk, oh. Okay. Tell her, thanks?" Shocked. Blank look on strange kid's face as I proceeded to leave. We are all, at times. That's a very cute story. Tears of joy. I had a similar experience recently. A girl I had a crush on at work had been let go and she came to my office to say goodbye. We chatted a bit and she paused and said, "Hopefully our paths cross in the future." Like a dumbass, I'm all like, yay. She left, man facepalming. It's okay if you are looking for more than a hookup. Gets a free drink from pretty girls, they tell you that they close by, you tell them you do too. Refuse to elaborate, leaves an amp. #X200B. Houston, we've finally found Giga Chad. Your last sentence cracked me up, LMAO. But hey, we live, love and learn. Learn and don't do it again. You are, if you repeat the same mistakes over and over. It's fine. Just do the same again, and keep your previous experience in mind. Good job on getting that drink. What could have been said when the girls said one of them lives close? Nah, it's on them for not asking you to stay. I don't think you're, at all. Maybe missed the point, but I think what you did was much better than potentially outstaying your welcome and creeping them out. If they live near the restaurant, chances are they will be semi-regulars and you'll run into them again. Lol, in some cases that may only make you seem more attractive, like this hard to win over guy. After all, we want what we can't have. It's okay, it happens. Us girls are, sometimes too. I want to say how could you be this dense, but then I remember that I also have my fair share of stories where girls are clearly hitting on me and I just keep it moving. My friends give me for it a lot and I also laugh at the stories. Some guys just need to be asked in a more direct way. It's good you look at it as more of a funny story as opposed to a missed opportunity. Oof. This one is gonna haunt you for a long time, bruv. Yo, just yesterday a girl was giving me hints when we met at a meet. She and I both live pretty close, so we also commuted back together. When I got back home, I saw a "hope you reached your home okay" text and that's when it hit me. I gave you an award because I feel sorry for you, bro. Wow, yeah, like, dude. You had a layup and missed. Long nose breathing. You spoke about my life. XD. This is all too relatable, lol. Big R-I-N-F-P energy. Oof. I feel you, my dude. Dude. Why? Lol. You definitely belong here. You just got one more drink paid for by a lady than I've ever had. So props to you. Brew, things like this have happened to me so many times. It's weird though, cuz it catches you off guard when a girl approaches. I had a cute young chick come up to me at a gas station and say I was fine as me. Being painfully single at the time, could somehow only mutter out a "thank you" as a response. I was scolding myself the whole way home. How many of them was it? Browski could have had an orgy loudly crying. LMAO, just imagine the reaction of those girls after that, tears of joy. At least it was a good confidence boost. Better response than I would have. I would probably leave without even talking to them, or think it was some kind of joke. Similar realization for me a few years after. A friend of mine, F, was interested in me, and we were hanging out after class. My good buddy texted me to grab dinner and watch the new Dave Chappelle special. So we planned to do just that, and I invited her along because why not, she had no plans. Buddy and I drank beer and laughed hysterically. She sat there quietly and quite awkwardly in retrospect. A couple years later a new Chappelle special comes out and my buddy and I do the same. He mentions the last time we did it and I invited my friend as well. I mention how I had almost forgotten about that and mention how weird of a dynamic it was and why she even hung out with us. He says, "Dude, you didn't see she was into you? Anyway, she's married now to a great guy." I genuinely laugh at myself about it. Yep, you and I alike, bro. But hey, it actually tells a lot about you. Knowing that isn't probably the first thing that comes to your mind, or that getting laid isn't your first instinct upon talking to a girl. Cheers to that, M8. I mean, sure, a lot of people would think of this as a act in general. But this also proves that most guys are inherently simple and direct communication helps for most of us than subtle cues. Direct communication would mean, "We kinda like you and would like to hang out with you tonight if you stay." The problem is, most guys are direct about their feelings, while women keep on relying on cues, and many guys don't get too many of these subtle approaches in our lives, so we're not experienced enough to understand those cues half the time. We only realize it at a later point when it's already too late. Lol. I mean, sometimes things happen for a reason. It might have been a good thing. Who knows? Glad you were able to cheer up though. Ha ha ha. Dude, I totally feel you. I was in a drive-through line at a hamburger place 2 weeks ago and the car in front of me had apparently paid for my food by the time I got to the payment window. When I discovered this, I yelled up to this young woman, "You didn't have to do that." Thanks. Meet me in the parking lot so I can say a proper thank you. She said back to me, I was having a bad day and wanted to do something nice for someone. By the time I got my food I couldn't tell where she was parked until last minute she had parked right next to the very front, which I would have too if I was a woman. She was parked with only a handicapped space next to her available, and on account of being quite stoned and totally in my head, I just drove away tears of joy. That's why I'm single. But unlike you, I need to stay single for a while to work on myself. I like your story though, you were just doing what you wanted to in the moment. I just live seeing people doing cool stuff for each other, making happen and crossing paths with each other to make potential. A couple of days ago I was at church and the girl I've liked for a while sits right by my side. I wasn't nervous or anything, but for some reason I keep going for a bro fist instead of a hug. Even though I put my together the night before and a few hours before church, I still can't go for that hug even though she does let me know I can go for a hug and a lil hand over the shoulder. I think if we're on the boat, we can both be captains, rolling on the floor, laughing, 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 rolling on the floor, laughing. Better than being a simp. This is so wholesome and cute. I see great things coming to you in the future. Don't know how old you are, but I have many similar stories from my early 20s, though TBH not quite this bad lol. I cringe a bit thinking about some of them. I got much better later in my 20s and into my 30s. And GT. We chat for a couple of minutes, and the girls told me that one of them lives really close. I said I do too. They asked me how long was I staying at the restaurant TBH. I'm not sure what I would have said even if I was interested back. Flirty? I was about to leave but not anymore? Aggressive? Oh, that building that you live in looks really nice. I would love to see it sometime. I would probably have acted just like you and realized on the way home too. Go back next week. I had this exact thing happen. I was at a bar, I had already decided to go when these girls walked in. I chatted with one for a bit. She asked, how long are you staying? I'm leaving now actually. Okay, you do you. So the thing is, it's not that I'm clueless. It's that when I go out, some part of me feels really awful and just counts down the time until I can leave. Once I've decided to actually leave, that part is so relieved that I couldn't bear to break its heart and change plans. This happens even in conversations that seem to be going really well. This part is just waiting to get hurt. You should, or this in R, Tifu. LMFAOXD, but at least you'll be going there more often now, haha. Dash 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 dash. This one hurts. It hurts real bad. Why did you do this to me? To us? Slightly smiling face. This would be me. A lot of us are like this. I keep retyping one of my missed opportunity stories, but this time I'll expose another. Once again I was in college, I was at a house party and met these two cute girls. We hung out for a bit at the party, then they were leaving to get food and asked if I wanted to come. Since I was hungry and they were cute, I agreed. I remember getting mozzarella sticks and sharing it with them. I mentioned that I smoked weed and they said they did too, but of course I didn't have any at the time. The one I was attracted to lived like 2 blocks from me, and the other one lived on campus somewhere further away. Since it was like 3 a.m. I offered to walk with them to drop off the friend at her dorm, and then to walk home with the one I was attracted to. She and I got to her house, and me, being drunk and stupid, just said, okay, have a good night, and walked home. It didn't set in until about 20 minutes later, and of course I had zero way to contact her. I've had a few moments like this with a close female friend. One time we were in my car and she leaned in for a kiss and I just ignored. Realized what happened a minute later and wish I could punch myself. Ha 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 ha. You made my day. At least next time you know what to do and what not to do. It's usually always your fault. Those obvious hints be over everyone's heads. How many girls were there? Was one showing interest or did they all of them seem like they were acting the same? That's actually cute. I mean, we all want to get laid, But it doesn't have to be a necessity. You came out as a confident champ that doesn't care if he's with someone or not. Suggestion. Go to that bar more often. This belongs in R. Tifu. Not meant to be buddy. It happens. Maybe something fucked might have happened if you did. Take it as a lesson. Thumbs up. L. Yikes. LMAO. Dude, don't beat yourself up over this. You went out and had a nice night, right? You even got a drink from a lady. That's a win in my book. You don't always have to go out with the goal to hook up. Even if that was your goal, just make sure to read the situation better next time, and if anything, ask for a phone number or Snapchat. If you have a girl buying you a drink, I'm sure you'll have other chances with other girls. Be confident and go get you some, if that's what you want, bro. I'm happily in a relationship right now, but trust me, I've had many moments like this story, just different scenarios. Lol. Don't yourself out. You only fail if you completely stop trying. Just learn from what happened and move on. You're lucky I'm 33 this year. I don't think I had a woman buy me a drink. Don't forget that the moral of this story is not that you should have done something different this time, but that you should go out more often, and stuff like this will happen more often, and next time you will act differently, and maybe the girls next time will be even hotter than this time. Lol. Oh well, I would have done the same thing, bro. I guess we were not made by God, we was made by some experiments by the US scientists.